أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على صاحب الدعوة النبوية والصولة الحيدرية والعصمة الفاطمية والحلم الحسنية والشجاعة الحسينية والعبادة السجادية والمآثر الباقرية والآثار الجعفرية والعلوم الكاظمية والحجج الرضبية والجود التقوية والنقاوة النقبية والهيبة العسكرية والغيبة الإلهية. صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
أما بعد، فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد وقوله الحق وهو أصدق الصادقين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
We cannot thank and be grateful to our Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for giving us this great amanat, trust of imamat and vilayat and azadari. We are the one who have this mission of Karbala. This responsibility is in our shoulders, that we are, alhamdulillah, the protector, the supporter, the Nasireen, the Muhafideen of Deen Rasulullah, Deen Husayni, the religion of our Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. This amanat in this era is with us. We are the holder of alam, the real alam of Abbas, Qamar Bani Hashim. We are the chosen one, alhamdulillah. إذا أراد الله بعبد خيرا, when Allah will see some good intention and purity and sincerity, some good task and actions, then Allah will choose those people for having a great and holy mission. So Allah has chosen us the same way I said. The Imam Ali alayhi salam, he used to say regarding Lady Khadijatul Kubra that Allah has chosen her to do and to spread out the message of Islam from her house. Muhaddabatun qad tayyaba Allahu khaymaha. Therefore, whenever people of Mecca, they would see Imam Ali, they would say, هذا قرة عين خديجة. Ali is قرة عين, the apple of the eyes of Khadijatul Kubra. That much for imamat, for vilayat. This beautiful history we have from Khadija till Karbala, Khadija, Fatima, Zainab, Hira se Karbala tak, and after Zainab-e-Kubra, alhamdulillah, in this era and in this time, we are the holder of this great mission, and by our actions, by our discipline, by our sincerity and khulus and purity and taharat, alhamdulillah, we are trying to continue this mission until the time of Dhuhur of Imam al-Hujjah, Yusuf al-Zahra, Imam Mahdi, Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. We are blessed today to have the students of As-Sadiq School. The name itself has so much weight. Students, and Allah knows how much I respect students, talib ilm. Why I'm respecting them? I really want to sacrifice my everything, whatever I have, for my youngsters, for my youth. Whenever I used to held crash courses in my town, in my city, in summer vacations, they all know how much I used to give them respect. Unfortunately, nowadays, media is giving respect to singers, to actresses, to actors. They are the star for them. I say, look at the way of encouragement from shaitan, the way they are encouraging them to sing more, to dance more, to act more, to take us towards the illusion, like vahmu khayalo, fiction. But what Islam says these are the true stars which we have, students. Man karrama talibul ilm ka'annama karrama sab'ina nabiyya. If we respect someone who is seeking and gaining knowledge in the way of Ahlul Bayt, we don't want any of our children, our youth, to just hold a degree without having the love of Ahlul Bayt. We have enough doctors, we have enough designers, we have enough scientists, But we want a scientist with love, with this great amana and trust. And inshallah, you all will be our future, inshallah, future of maktab and madhab of Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam. If I'm respecting you, I'm respecting as if I'm respecting 70 Anbiya and Prophets. 70 Anbiya ka ehtaram, aap ka ehtaram hai. I have to respect you. I have to give so much attention towards you. I don't have enough time and enough, I can say, the facilities and maybe the power of language to show my respect and my honor. But we know that we are living in such an era that our final prophet used to say some good tidings regarding us whenever he used to sit among the ashab, among the companions, and also Khutbatul Ghadir, the sermon of Ghadir, In that sermon, Prophet is introducing first Imam, and then the most is last Imam. Imam Ali and Imam Mahdi, Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Today, if I'm just giving my attention here, so my mothers, my sisters, they have to forgive me, This is Jannat. Jannat mein sab aise jawan honge na? Jannat mein sab aise khoobsurat honge iman ke saath. So whenever I'm addressing my youth, I feel I'm in Jannat, youth, because we all will be inshallah young. The most, inshallah, beautiful inner and outer beauty we would have over there, like our students of As-Sadiq, inshallah. So, A'imma alayhimus salam, and especially first and last Imam's ma'rifah and introduction was in Khutbah Ghadir. 18 times our Prophet, he has said, Allah, Allah. Allah means be aware. Who is going to be the Khatimul Final Imam? And then he would say, Tuba, thumma Tuba. Tuba means, very fortunate. Tuba, Tuba means the shajara, the tree in the Jannah, the tree which is, we can say, the source of all the beauties and bounties of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala inside the Jannah and heaven. Jannat ki bahar shajaraye tuba se hai. And our Bibi, Janab Sayyada, the source of her physical appearance was the fruit of Shajaraya Tuba tree. We have to work a lot about this Tuba tree. I can recite an ashara, regarding this tree. That much beautiful information and matters we have in our maktab, in this maktab Ahlul Bayt. So our Prophet used to say, Tuba, bahut khush naseeb hai. Fortunate are those, Tuba. Tuba liman shaghalahu aibuhu an uyubun nas. Different kind of messages our Prophet, he used to give by this sentence and by this good tiding, that Tuba, yani you will reach to the peak of the Jannah. Tuba is near the beneath of the throne of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Arsh Ilahi ke paas hai Tuba. Shajaraya Tuba's one branch and one, we can say, leaf have to be there if that place want to become the palace or galaxies of Anbiya alayhimus salam. Not only ordinary Anbiya and Prophet, but Ulul Azm, the most outstanding one. If they want to have any palace in the Jannah, that should be connected to Shajaraye Tuba. Like somehow we can say, nowadays the cable, if you have the connection, internet connection or electricity, you will get so many blessings by one connection, by one label. The same way, not same way, very, lower way of comparison. Definitely, the Shajaraya Tuba is the source of all the bounties of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And our Prophet, he would say Tuba for them, for companions, for other peoples. But when he used to come to talk about us, inshallah, as a true waiter, he would say, Tuba, summa tuba, thumma tuba, thumma tuba, summa tuba, thumma tuba, thumma tuba, 7 times. And ashab, they would say, ye kaun se log hai? About whom you're talking, who they are, that you are giving so much, powerful good tidings. And this khabar, this news that they will be in the Tuba, for them is Tuba, Tuba, Tuba. Prophet would say, those are the one who will come in Akhirul Zaman, in the time of final, my wasi, my wali, my imam, and that those people, they have not seen nothing but Kitabullah, but the book of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. As I told you, our ghaiba is like mushahida. We have not seen, but our yaqeen is like mushahida, means as if we have visited, we have seen all the Anbiya, as if the way we have recited Dua Tawassul, the way we had get connected to Anbiya or A'imma alayhimus salam. From where this iman, this yaqeen, this certainty, this faith has come? That is the dua of Rasulullah. We are the chosen one. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Today's zikr which I want to share with you is zikr of one surah, the surah which we call it Samaratul Quran, the fruit of Quran, Sayyadatul Deen, the master of our religion, the surah which can increase our iman, especially during the time of major occultation. This has been recommended if we want to increase our iman, if we want to remain on our firm faith, steadfast. For that, ratib lisanik, अपनी ज़बान को तरो ताज़ा रखो. अपने ईमान को अगर फ्रेश रखना है, ताज़ा रखना है, if you want to keep something very fresh, very ताज़ा, very new, so कभी हम कवर चढ़ाते हैं, we protect. Sometimes we spread some water, fresh रखना है. If you want to keep fresh, your faith, so do this amal. That amal is what? That amal is recitation of one surah, the surah which has been recited by our Aqa and Imam Asr, the first surah which Imam has been recited, the surah which our Imam Ali, the first Imam and the last Imam, both the favorite surah of our Imamul Awwal wa Imamul Akhir, because it has been narrated that Prophet used to recite this surah in front of Imam Ali, and he used to say, this surah is for you, especially for you, for your awlad. And the enemies of Imamat and Wilayat, they would get so much scared by this surah. There's a beautiful history, beautiful information about this surah, that they would say, this surah is surah Imamat, this surah is surah Wilayat, surah Ishq, surah Muhabbat. Which surah we have to recite whenever we are wearing our dress, yeah? Whenever we want to start our salah, means wuzu, and we have done a brief introduction of inner wuzu, batini wuzu. Just for my youngsters, inshallah, I'm just pointing them that whenever we really want to take a lazza and pleasure by our ibadah. If I'm doing ibadah, if we are doing any obedience towards Allah, we are worshipping Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, kitna maza hai agar usme maza bhi ho, halawat bhi ho, lazzat bhi ho, lutf bhi ho, surur bhi ho. So we really want to enjoy our life. And the most, we can say, peak of the enjoyment is spiritual enjoyment. Like we are just looking for pleasure. Therefore, we go here and there. And if someone says, you have eaten all kind of food of Toronto, but you don't know there is one restaurant, yeah, you will get the best, for example, biryani or dhokra or rotla. So you'll say, really, I'm missing it. You know, I have eaten, I have tasted all of them, but the most tasty one, I'm deprived. The same way we are deprived from something which is the utmost pleasure. हम इधर उधर ढूंढ रहे हैं, जो हकीकी है उसको हम मिस कर देते हैं. इसलिए कहा सूरह क़द्र is the सूरह master of religion. Suratul Qadr. My Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam, he would say, आप फरमाते थे, alaykum khasimu bihadhihi surah. Whenever you have any debate, any doubt regarding religion, especially when we come towards Ithna Ashari, so people, they will ask, why you are Ithna Ashari? Why you are not Sitta or Sab'a or Samaniya? Why we are Isna Ashari? And the way I see Isna Ashari, therefore they say the ziyarat of our 8 Imam has somehow more sawab than other A'imma alayhimus salam, because when you reach to 8 Imam, when you come to visit him, that means you are Isna Ashari. You have complete your faith, incomplete and perfect your faith is. The same way, Suratul Qadr, this surah, if we recite during our wudu, automatically the drops of wudu will turn to huris. And they will, you are creating the huris, insha'Allah. And the huris of Jannah, the angels, they are seeking forgiveness for you until the day of Qiyamah, one. And secondly, if we recite the surah inside our namaz, as we know, it is recommended, And the beauty is that we have heard a lot that, in first rakah, Suratul Qadr, in second rakah, any unit, Surah. First rakah, Surah Qadr. Second rakah, Surah Qul huwallahu ahad. Qul and Qadr. Qul and Qadr. This is a beautiful balance between Allah, because Qul is the identity of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Who's Allah? It's full of Tawheed, yeah? And Qadr is full of Wilaya and Imama. The identity of Imama and Wilaya is in Surah Qadr, chapter Qadr. Therefore, we have to balance between Qul and Qadr, Allah and Ahlul Bayt, yeah? And therefore, Imam said, Khasimu bihazihi surah, wallahi tuflihu. If you have debate regarding Ithna Ashari and Wilayat and Imamat, always bring this surah as a evidence, as a proof. Khuda ki qasam, by Allah, success, yeah? Falah will be with you. Wallahi tuflihu. Why? فإنها سيدة دينكم غاية علمنا حجة الله بعد رسول الله. هذا السورة, هذه السورة, this surah is hujjah, the proof after Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So whenever if we recite this surah during namaz, this is good tidings is given to us that our all gunah and sins has been forgotten because of recitation of this surah. When we recite this surah, what we say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Inna anzalnahu. Allah is revealing the verses, his words of wisdom. Where, inshallah, here, yeah, that connection. Ek ayat idhar nazil ho jaye. That is the main purpose of this surah. Which surah is my favorite surah? Which surah I really recite? Whenever I get to know about the merits of surah, for example, we know about this surah, if we have any pain in our back, in our body, we can recite surah Qadr 30 times. अपनी माओं को देख लो मैं 30 मर्तबा इस सूरे को पढ़ें पानी के ऊपर और उस पानी को पी लें और मसा वगैरह अपने चेहरे पर अगर उस पानी को लगा दें, खुदा की कसम शफा ही शफा है, क्योंकि ये वो सूरा है जिसको इमाम अली मुस्कुराते हुए पढ़ते थे, झूमते हुए पढ़ते थे, एक अजीब अंदाज से पढ़ते थे। मखसूस है अली और औलाद अली के लिए, बहुत ख़ास सूरा है ये। आप ख़ुद तहक़ीक़ करें, आपको इतनी फ़जीलतें इसमें मिलेगी। ये गंज है, ये ख़ज़ाना है कुरान का, ये फल है कुरान का। और फिर कहा अगर ज़ाइमान को डिलीवरी को आसान करना है, माजरत के साथ आई शिफ्टेड टू उर्दू, that if we want to have a easy delivery, this surah will come again to help us. Why? I will give you some evidence inshallah later on. And also this surah, if we have any kind of difficulty in understanding the religion, they said write down this surah with za'fran. This was the character of Sirat of our Nabi, that whenever he used to see Hasanain alayhi salam, he would recite Surah Falaq, Surah Nas, Mu'awwadatain. Yeah, and sometimes they say it's better we ourselves, because we have more emotions towards our children, so we can recite, we can write it down with Zafran, Surah Falaq, Surah Nas, and make them ta'weez sometimes, yeah, and recite every day for them. So this is the way to get shifa from this surah. And also they say if we recite this surah before going to sleep, we will have a beautiful physical sleep and spiritual sleep. बहुत अच्छा कहते sleeping pill है surah Qadr, but with ma'rifah, yeah, the way you get connected, and you will say now I have connected to my Imam. Quran hai natiq, inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. My this qalb is like a qalb and heart for Quran. Then definitely you will have a beautiful sleep and inshallah beautiful dreams according to this hadith. And then not only this surah, if you just go through the riwayat and traditions, you will see they say Hawamim padho, yeah, recite Hawamim. This is the question that why we are so far from this Quran, which is giving so many good tidings, that Hawamim are the Tajul Quran, Ra'at, Musabbihat, Mimat, Hawamid, these are the beautiful categories. And we can, the series of Quran, that some Qurani surahs are starting with Alif Lam Mim, so we call them Mimat. Some of them has been started with Alif Lam Mim or Ra, so they have named them Ra'at. And some of them, because they have started with Hawamim, Hamim, and they are 7, and the gates of the hell is 7. So therefore, if we recite one Hamim, one surah, that surah will manifest on the day of Qiyamah and stand in front of the gate of the hell and will say, this Khahar, this Khanum, this sister, this reciter was my reciter. She has recited Surah Dukhan, Surah Zukhruf, Surah Hamim Fussilat. So I will not allow my reciter, my Qari to enter the hell. Those are the beautiful protector of insan on that day of judgment. So this is the beauty of this surah, Hawamimu, Mimato, Musabbihat. But still, we don't. Sometimes we don't get time. We say, and this was the question of our Prophet. Once he asked the Iblis that, why you stop, you do waswasa, you whispering them, and they go far away from Quran. The answer was, whenever Abd Ilahi, the children of Adam, they recite Quran, I will get melted, and they will destroy me. How can I allow them to destroy me? Therefore, I divert them. And this diversion is so ajeeb or ghareeb, very strange, because we know in the time of Rasulullah, when our Prophet inside the Masjid al-Haram, he would sit and he would recite, read it out, the wordings of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Just imagine how beautiful it was. Who's the reciter? Rasulullah. Whose kalam and wording it is? Kalam and sayings of Allah. So that beautiful, perfect position and state was there, but people, they would not listen sometimes. How? The enemies of Quran, they started to work on it, because they have seen, if we allow them to hear, to listen to Rasulullah, then all the youngsters especially, they were welcoming, because Quran has this harmony, this beautiful, we can say, music, and very nice, hamahangiyo, wazno, tarawat, then automatically hearts goes towards Quran. Therefore, what they did, they said, because Quran has outer beauty, the wordings are beautiful. Sometimes I say to my son, let's recite a surah which ends with a Ra. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'ataynaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Ra. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Mim, Nun. Beautiful. If just we pay attention, the wazn is so much attractive. So many surahs. Just you go Surah Rahman, Surah Waqi'ah, Surah Qari'ah, Surah Adiyat. If you recite, is as if you have recited the half of the Quran. Nisful Quran, Suratul Adiyat. Nisful Quran. So why after knowing all this, why we are far away from this book of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala? So the reason, they said, because the enemies of Islam in that time, they said, because this Quran has beautiful music, musiqi somehow, and message, stories, so they have started to initiate, to make to invent some very nice stories. Surah Luqman says this is all in Surah Luqman. And also dramas, movies, stories, music, songs, So the same thing, the real harmony was there, the real stories were there. So to make us divert from the world of haqiqah and reality, that is the world of Quran, they started to make all this fictions, khayali dunya. They said, come and sit with this serial, with this season, with this drama, with this film. This is the beautiful story. And really shaitan comes and say, yeah, I can learn something from out of it, It's good. Let's sit, let's watch 2 hours or maybe one, ek nukta, 1 point we will get. And we are so satisfied sometimes. And then they said, yeah, this is the music, this is the songs. So they went towards all those khayali dunya and they left this book of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Until now, it has begun in the time of Rasulullah. The men and that people of that time, history has written in Surah Luqman, कि जिन्होंने अल्लाह के कलाम को छोड़ दिया और खरीद लिया. They are paying attention and giving their time. अभी हम क्या खरीद रहे हैं? हम खरीद रहे हैं हुब्ब हुसैन, हुब्ब फातिमा ज़हरा. Now we are doing muamila, tijarat, dealing with Fatima wa awlad Fatima, but they are doing this muamila with the wordings of maybe non-Muslims. उन लोगों ने लिखा हुआ है, उनका कलाम है, हम पढ़ते हैं, अपना दिलो दिमाग वहाँ लगा देते हैं. लिहाजा in the time of Aalima alayhim salam, they would recite Quran with the ishq, with the love, that sometimes our Aalima, they would say, no, don't recite that much, go to your houses, stop. Aba Basir, he would come and he would say to Imam that, Ya Farzand Rasul, Ya Abna Rasulullah, can I finish, can I complete the Quran within 1 day? Rasulullah, the Farzand of Rasul, said, no. He said, please give me permission to complete a Quran within 2 days. Farzand Rasul says, no. Then he said, please, 3 days. God, no, you're not allowed. You have to reflect. God, 4 days. God, no. 5 days. No. 6 days. Then Farzand Rasul says, Ma'soom says, yes, you can recite within 6 days with reflection, with tadabbur. I will allow you to complete within 6 days. And हम और आप क्या कहते हैं? हाय, ये पढ़े या वो पढ़े? इतनी फजीलत है, आप इसका बताते, उसका बता, तो कहाँ से टाइम लाए? We don't have time. Which surah, which Quran, how much there are surahs which we has taught by our muallimat that this faida, this fadila and this merit is there. And वो character देखें. So लिहाजा पूरा Quran हसीन है. जब आप उसके हुस्न की बातें करते हैं, whenever you talk about Quran and the fadila of surah and chapters of Quran, sometimes really after the month of Ramadan we say, I shouldn't miss even one single surah of it. I want to live with all of them because this surah is giving and changing this life and hereafter. And I have told you, we have to talk about mainly Suratul Qadr. Why? Because this is the surah which has been recited by our Aqa, our Mawla, Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. And today I'm going to talk about a lady, the lady who is get tarbiyah and trained by 4 A'imma alayhimus salam. Daughter of Imam, aunt of Imam, Amma, and Ukhtul Imam, the sister of Imam. Who's the sister of Imam? Sister of Imam Hadi alayhi salam. Daughter of Imam Jawad alayhi salam, Hakima. Hakima bint Jawad, Sayyida Hakima, Hazrat Hakima. Hakima with hikmat, wisdom. Why we say Luqman is Hakim? Luqman is so much wise man. Hikmah means that control, mana' karna, the control of our intellect, our brain. She was actual manifesting the meaning of her name of Hakima, Hakima bint Jawad. Books and the history has written that a grave in the Samarra near the holy shrine of Imam Hadi and Imam Askari is get neglected by us as a mu'mineen. एक बहुत बड़ा कब्र वहाँ मौजूद है, उसकी अज़मत को हम नहीं जानते. Why? What Janab Hakima she did? She was the Muallima of Mahdi, the mother of Imam Mahdi, Narjis Khatun, who was the Muallima, Murabbiya, the one who trained. The mother of our Imam of the age was Janabe Hakima Khatun. She was Murabbiya or Muallima. Not only that, she was Safir of Imam Asr and Imam Askari. Safir means like we say minister, Naib. We can say representative. And according to history again, that the lady Ammatul Imam, Bintul Imam, Ukhtul Imam, she is the definitely Muallima of Imam Mahdi. They said the time of after the birth of Imam Hassan Askari and after the demise of after the demise of Imam Hassan Askari, Shahadat of Imam Askari and birth of Imam Asr. That time was a very crucial, very difficult time for Shi'ayan Haydar Karrar. They were so much confused who is the Imam of the time, because people, they didn't know that birth took place. Yeah, Imam has been born and he is in this earth. And that was the secret of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So therefore we given her this title, that the lady who has this secret, Hamil Asrar Ilahi, secret of Allah, secret of this mu'jiza. It's not easy to witness the birth of Khatimul A'imma. And she was one of the shahid and witness. And she was witnessing, not only witnessing, she is spreading the message of Khatimul A'imma in her time. Muhammad bin Turi, he says, when I was so much confused regarding Imam of the time, and I was thinking maybe the brother of Imam Hassan Askari is the Imam of the age, I went to Lady Hakima bint Jawad, and when I sat with her, she told me this full of wisdom saying in hadith that imamat never have been collected or get gathered in two brothers except Hassan and Hussein alayhimus salam. Hasnain के अलावा इमामत दो भाइयों में जमा हुई नहीं है और ना होगी क़यामत तक. Then how can you think about someone who is the brother of Imam Hassan Askari? And then he asked about Imam. Then where's the Imam? We don't know Imam Hassan Askari has any son, any children. Then she started to say, I am the Shahid, and I am the one who has to spread out this ilm and this miracle. And she said everything. And then Muhammad bin Turi, he says, I would come Allah day, subah or sham, yeah, morning and evening, because there were so many queries going between Shi'ayan, and they were so much confused regarding this issue. So I would come and I would take some ulum, some news, some akhbar that I can say, wallah, in that time only Allah and Ma'soom, they would know about those news and ilm and wisdom which I used to get from Sayyida Hakima. Not only Muhammad bin Turi, Sayyid bin Ibrahim, he also say one of the other companion. Again, the companions, they are coming to one bibi, one lady, and seeking knowledge and ilm. And he was surprised. He was just shocked that a lady is na'ibatul imam. How it is possible? How can be Lady Hakima as the representative of Imam Hassan Askari, and she's giving all the news? So he came and he asked the same question to Lady Hakima, and she's replying. He's saying the same way. Zainab Kubra Salamullah alayha bint Ali. For the security of Imamat of Imam al-Sajjad, she was the Na'ibatul Imam al-Hussein. People would come about the amanat, the books, the khaza'in, the kitab of Ali, and everything was near Janabe Zainab Kubra. How she was guiding people and she was securing and saving the life of Imam al-Sajjad the same way. Me, Bint Jawad, I'm Ukhtul Hadi, I'm Bint Imam Jawad, I'm here to secure the life of Imam Asr Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. This is the beautiful wisdom which we get from the life of Hakima Khatun. And she used to say, when Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam, he called me, and I was always involved with Bibi Narjis Khatun. I was teaching them, I was telling them about all Islam and wisdom and philosophy and ulum. And one day when he said, you have to stay in our house because the miracle is near to occur. And she said, in that time when I was so much worried regarding the birth of Imam Zaman, Imam Hassan Askari, he told me that go and tell Narjis Khatun to recite Suratul Qadr. Suratul Qadr. And Narjis Khatun was reciting Surah Qadr again and again. And then she said, I was, Lady Hakima, that I was witnessing not only Narjis Khatun, even Imam Asr was accompanying her in recitation of Suratul Qadr before the birth, after the birth. So we can say the first lady who got this opportunity to kiss, to visit, to do ziyarat of Imam Asr was Khatijatul Kubra ki nasl se Hakima Khatun, that great lady and binte Imam Jawad alayhi salam.
शहंशाह कायनात इमाम ज़माना बावाज़ बुलंद सलवात
We don't have enough time to talk about so many inspiring ladies in the history like Akhawatul Jannah, Zawjatul Jannah. Our Prophet, he would give so many beautiful titles to some ladies. He would say there's a category of ladies and women who are the Jannati, heavenly sisters. You know maybe about them. Beautiful history we have. Akhawatul Jannah, Zawjatul Jannah, the wives, all of them the wives of some great personality, and all of them they are from one nasl, and they are Zawjat and wives of Jannati wives, Jannati biwiyan. And also the best Sha'ira. Sha'ira means poet, yeah? The poetess ladies we have in Islam, which says the best Sha'ir in the Islam is one female, Khansa. Among non-ma'sumin and among ordinary ladies. But in Ahlul Bayt and Ahl Haram, one Sha'ira is very famous, and she is Dukhtare Imra'ul Qais, Bint Imra'ul Qais, Janab Rabab. Her poetry, her Sha'iri, because in my very young age I have written this book about the women of Karbala, I always remember the Sha'iri of Rabah, the wafa and loyalty of Rabah. Ajeeb ilm wa ma'rifat. Rabab, today we are gathered here to understand the sacrifices of this great and noble lady and Imam Hussein. And then after hearing the sacrifices, the main noor and message which remain with us for whole life is that we have to ask to our zamir, to our conscience, that what kind of sacrifices I'm giving. I can't even give up my sleep, my talk, my vision, my whatever I'm looking, and I'm remembering those great sacrifices. میں اتنا نہیں کر سکتی ان قربانیوں کے مقابلے میں جو ان بیویوں نے کیا. جناب رباب 1 سال زندہ رہی، صرف کہتے ہیں صرف 1 سال. اس 1 سال میں شہر مدینہ، the city of Medina was an ordinary city. لوگ وہاں سے علم و ایمان لینے آتے تھے. That was the center of Islam. وہاں کوئی دیکھتا کہ یہ کیا ہے، ایک بیوی ہے، ایک دیواروں کے پیچھے ہے، ایک گھر ہے، لیکن اس پر روف اور چھت نہیں ہے، اور ایسے مرثیہ شعر پڑھتی ہیں، فصاحت و بلاغت. We people, we don't know what is fasaha, what is eloquency, but those people, we know Arab, they were so much into fasaha, into sha'iri. They would say, we never have heard such a deep message of Karbala but from Lady Rabab salamullah alayha. بغیر چھت کے رہ رہی ہیں، اور کیا کہتی ہیں، جن آنکھوں نے پنجتن کی آخری نشانی کو چھت کے بغیر، سائے کے بغیر، کفن کے بغیر تپتی ریت میں دیکھا ہو، دھوپ میں دیکھا ہو، وہ آنکھیں، وہ بدن، وہ دل کیسے سائے کے نیچے بیٹھے. عزادارو، امام حسین جناب زینب سے اپنی آخری نشانی، آخری قربانی مانگ رہے ہیں، رباب سے نہیں. وہ حیا ہے، وہ ادب ہے، وہ احترام ہے. امام حسین فرماتے ہیں میں کیسے رباب کی آنکھوں میں دیکھوں اور کہوں میرا آخری نشانی، میرا آخری فرزند، میری آخری امانت بیٹوں میں مجھے دے دو، بچوں میں مجھے دے دو. اللہ اکبر. اس لیے زینب کبریٰ سے مانگا، یا اختی ناولینی ابنی، میرا بیٹا، میرا ولد مجھے دے دو. کچھ مقاتل میں لکھا ہے امام حسین نے پانی بھی نہیں مانگا، صرف ودا کرنا چاہا. اس چہرے کو جب اپنے چہرے کے قریب رکھا، کیا دیکھا، 6 ماہ علی اصغر ہے، لب اتنے خشک ہو چکے ہیں، لگتا ہے لکڑی کی طرح خشک ہے، چہرے کا رنگ زرد ہو گیا ہے. حسین اپنے لبوں کو علی اصغر کے لبوں کے قریب لانا چاہتے ہیں کہ دشمن نے ایسا تیر پھینکا کہ من الاذن الی الاذن، وہ ایک کان سے دوسری کان کی طرح. وہ تیر بڑوں کے لیے بنا تھا، ان بچوں کے لیے نہیں. کچھ روایت میں مولا نے کہا مجھے پانی نہ دو، اس بچے پہ رحم کرو، اس کے خشک لبوں کو دیکھو، آؤ ایک قطرہ پانی خود ہی پلا دو. لیکن عزادارو، پانی کی جگہ خون کا فوارہ. کربلا کے شہداء سب زمین کربلا پر شہید ہوئے، واحد شہید جو حسین کے ہاتھ میں دم توڑ رہا ہے علی اصغر ہے. خدا کی قسم توسل کریں علی اصغر سے آپ کو آپ کی حاجت ملے گی. یہ تجربہ بتاتا ہے, یہ یقین بتاتا ہے, یہ سیرت علماء بتاتا ہے. کیونکہ کہتے ہیں حسین کا وہ آخری وقت ہے نا, حسین کا دل پہلے ہی داغدار ہے. عباس و قاسم و علی اکبر کے داغ پر ایک اور داغ اور غم کا اضافہ ہو گیا. یہ وہ وقت ہے جس وقت اللہ حسین کو تسلی دے رہا ہے. اللہ نے کہا کہ یا حسین دعہ فإن له مرضعا فی الجنہ. جب حسین تڑپ گئے علی اصغر کو دیکھ کر, اللہ نے تسلی دی اور آواز آئی, اے حسین علی اصغر کو چھوڑ دو, جنت میں اس کے لیے ایک دائیا ہے جو اسے دودھ پلائے گی. جس شہید کی مصیبت پر اللہ حسین کو تسلی دے رہا ہے وہ شہید علی اصغر ہے. عزادارو, اب حسین خیمے میں کیسے جائیں؟ حسین کا تو اتنا ادب تھا کہ لیتے وقت بھی رباب کو نہ دیکھا, اب شہید ہو کے رباب کو کیسے لاش دے. اس لیے میرے مولا ایک قدم اٹھاتے ہیں. سنا ہے نا وہ 7 مرتبہ حسین خیمے کی طرف گئے, واپس آئے, پھر آگے بڑھتے ہیں, پھر پلٹ جاتے ہیں. ہائے ہمارا سلام ہو شریکت الحسین پر. جیسے علی اکبر کے لاشے پر زینب نے آ کر حسین کو سہارا دیا, یہاں بھی زینب نظر آتی ہے. پشت خیمہ حسین اور زینب گئے. حسین نے اپنی تلوار سے ایک ننھی سی قبر کو کھودا, اس نے علی اصغر کو دفن کیا. عزادارو, آئیے سکینہ کو تسلی دے.